It's coming up on Easter time, and I thought it would be fun to do some Easter related ideas today. So, what we will need is our pencil and probably an eraser. Maybe we need an eraser today. We need a kit from the library. And let's see, it looks like I'm not very well organized this morning. The kit from the library has this adorable little bunny on it. It has the grid lines already drawn in for you. Wasn't that nice of me? I don't want us to spend forever with your ruler drawing the grid lines in, because that's tedious. So I did it for you. Also, in the kit from the library is a drawing paper, also with the grid lines already drawn. I'm going to show you right now what I was trying to show you with my acetate grid a while ago. If you can see, the little bunny squares are 1/2 inches. When I made the grid on the drawing paper, I made them 1 inch, so we're going to increase the size of our bunny relatively effortlessly. So we got the little bunny picture, we've got the drawing paper, and we've got another one for you to take home and play with at home. Did I grid that one? I did not grid that one for you, so you'll get to do your own stuff on that one. All that's in the kit from the library. And for us to work together this morning, we're going to begin with the bunny picture and the drawing paper and our pencil. I just started to talk about the pencil and an eraser. My eraser looks like it's kind of dirty. I need to clean it on my jeans or something so it won't leave black marks on my drawing. Later on, not right now, but way down the line when we get our drawing done, we might want to use crayons or colored pencils. At home, when you're doing the Easter egg, I think markers might work real well. Either this or markers. Any of those could work on the egg. I'm not so sure about the bunny. I think it's going to need maybe the more controllable crayons and colored pencils. Okay. With your pencil, on your drawing paper, I need to show you one more thing. On the bunny, can you see that going across each square is numbered 1, 2, 3, going up? Each square has its own number. Going down, each square has its own alphabetic letter. So we've got numbers across, letters down, and that's to help us keep located on the drawing paper. To make that make sense, let's go back to the drawing paper. Let's put it in the portrait position today. And across the top, up there in the very top set of squares, let's put numbers across. I started. You can do one number for each square going across. I saved the top section and this first section for lettering, so our picture will actually begin away from that set of squares. So let's number across. 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 squares across. Okay. Now beginning in this, not in this blank one up here at the corner, but the first full square right there, let's start lettering down. I use capitals because I can remember what my writing says a little easier. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Numbers across, 1 to each square, letters down, using capitals, my preference. You can do whatever you want. Going down, And our actual drawing is going to begin in that first empty square where 1A would intersect, right where my eraser is pointing. So let's look at our bunny. Remember, it's already numbered across, lettered down. So we find square. I think I'll just continue to point with my eraser. I don't want to mark on my master yet. Well, let's see, 1A. Mine begins on 2A. That'll confuse us if we don't. I made a mistake. My bad. I'm going to go back and change these numbers across the top. I apologize. I should have looked at my own bunny before I started talking, shouldn't I? This is what I meant about the eraser being dirty. See, it kind of left black marks on my paper. Yucko, sorry. I needed to start in the same row with the letters with my number 1. Otherwise, I'm going to be more confused than I am at the moment. Again, 1 number to each square going across. Okay, now I think I got it. Yeah, my bunny has 9 squares across, and now my drawing paper also has 9 numbers going across. So I should have put that 1 right there in the same row with the A, and then the 2 goes here. So now what I was starting to say, I need to look at bunny 2, I will write on here, 2A has nothing. Yes, 2A has nothing in it. 2B, I'm going down. Two A had nothing in the picture, but 2B begins at the top. I need to make that darker so you can see it. I'm working on square 2B. 2B. I'm matching it with 2D on my pattern, and I see that I need to start near the top of the square, right-hand side, come down in a curve to a little to the left of center at the bottom of that square, and draw a curvy line. So and if you want to put a point at the top and bottom where you need to meet them, that would be a good idea. So that's our 2A, and sometimes, so that I don't get totally confused when I'm doing this, I will then mark off the square, exit off or something on my pattern to show that I have done that one. Sometimes it's easy to get confused. I think that's part of what got me in trouble with the little calf drawing. I couldn't keep track of which square I was supposed to be working on. Okay, let's go. Let's go across. It'll make more sense. Let's go now to, back up to the top. Let's go to row 3, number 2. Row 3, number 2. This one right there. I put a little dot to show you where we are. 3, 2. This one has a line starting from where we had the other one, coming up to the top of the A, and going down to the, okay, I'm doing it upside down. You know I don't do that very well. I put a dot over here on this side of 3A, and I'm connecting it with 2A. with a little curvy line. Now we have the top. Remember, I'm marking these off so I remember what I did. We have the tippy top of the bunny ear drawn in now. Got this one, and this one. Okay, we're going to go on across to 4A, this one right here. 4A has just a dibby dab of the ear where we stopped over here. We're going to go down to this line over here. We have added a little bit more of the ear. I didn't say it, but I should have. If you use your pencil very, very lightly during this process, if you need to make changes, it looks a lot neater than what I did up here. So use your pencil very lightly, sketching line while we're doing this process. You can always darken later. Okay, we got 4A done. 4A done. Okay, we're ready to go to 5A. For 5A. Five A has nothing in it. Aha. See, this is 5A up here that I just circled. So we need to look at 5B for our next drawing. This one right here. 5B, where the check mark is. And 5B starts where 4B stopped and comes down to just beyond the center point of the bottom of 5B. So this is going to continue the bunny's ear with a slightly rounded line, like so. And now let's go to 6B. 6B, I'm circling right here. 6B has absolutely nothing in it. So there's nothing to draw. Let's go on to 7B. And we're going to begin just below the center point with a little dot, and it's going to come up in a little circle to the top, back over almost to the edge of the circle, and back down. Whoa, that's where our circle, where our square rather, stops right there. So we're going to do skipping this one, we're going over to 6. What did I say? 6, 7. Yeah. Go to 7. Already I've got you confused. That one should have been this one. I really am not doing a good job with this upside down. I think I made a mistake right back there. And my eraser again is leaving a kind of an ugly mark. Okay, I'm ready now to go to 7B. 7B is the one I just told you all about, and then I didn't do the right thing. So I'm going to begin at the bottom of 7B. I told you totally wrong. 7B looks kind of like that. Make it darker so you can see it. This is starting the other ear. And that's 7B. we have a little bit up in 8A, and it's just the tippy top of that ear goes across. Almost to the corner. Almost to the corner. Now we go to 8B. I'm not marking these off again, I forgot. 8A. 8B has 2 lines. It's got one that finishes this part of the ear. Right there. From the original line down to almost the corner. And the other one, these are getting harder now. 8B at the bottom. 8B at the bottom starts I'm sorry, I cannot do it upside down. 8B. Okay. 8B starts there and comes down to the inside of the one underneath. I'm just going to do 2 squares at once there. 8B. We're starting a line here. That's very, very light. Just to get us started. Uh, 9B. 9B has just a little bit of this ear. 9B. Just around like that. Now I'm going to go back and correct my lines because I made a mistake on 8B. 8B needs to start here. I see what I did. I was on the wrong side of the square because I tried to work upside down. I just can't do that. And then it's going to go up in a hoop. Now I got it. Now I got it. No wonder it looked wonky a minute ago. See, we're working on this inner ear right here, right now. That one right there. I don't want to keep doing this so slowly and dragging you back. I think I'm going to ask you to go ahead and try it on your own. You now have the principle. You just need to work right side up, not upside down. Follow the grid squares. We're going to go back to letter C, row 2. Letter C, row 2, right there. And it's going to pick up on the line before and curl down like that. So what we will do is go ahead and copy what we see in each of the grid squares on our master, transfer it to our drawing paper, and as you can begin to see, my bunny shapes are pretty much like what's on the master, but bigger because I increased the grid size, the grid size on the drawing paper. So that's how you do gridding. when you get home, or when you get your kit home, I think I only gave you one gridded drawing paper. You can make another one. The Easter egg that I'm sending home also is not gridded. The one that I made for myself is marked off in 1-inch squares. You can make it any size you want. If you wanted to do just part of the egg, you could even make on your drawing paper, you could make 2-inch squares or something and just have a massive section of this picture. So you can do whatever you want with it. When you have copied the picture of choice, then I would suggest that you might have a lot of fun coloring it. Remember the good old grayscale? When you're coloring something that has dimension, that has shape, the portion that is closest to the light source is going to be the brightest, lightest, if you will. The edges that are away from the light source are going to be darker, darkest the furthest away, lighter coming toward the light source. So practice that too as you're working on gridding pictures. Let me show you what can work with gridding. Last time I also mentioned to you this author that I really like, Brian Jacks. And he writes the Red Wall series, or the Youth Services Department at the library. I told you that I was looking for practice for my visual acuity, for training my eyes to see details. So I picked Brian's face because it just, look at all those interesting character lines. Look at that beard. I used the grid technique. And that's what I came up with. Needs some more work. Seems like that's always the case. I never know when to quit. Just keep working and working and working. That is another technique that you can use. You know, there are other things you can do. You can photocopy things. Again, be careful of copyright laws. You can trace. You can. It's a learning process. I think these other things are going to help you train your eyes a little bit better. And imagers. I don't have an imager myself, but one of my friends has one, and you can put down, I think that's similar to what we teachers used to call the overhead projector. You put your master down on a camera type image, camera, and it casts the image that you want up on a surface, your drawing paper over on the wall or something like that, and you can make any size you want. That's handy too. I don't happen to have one, so I go back to gridding quite frequently for things that I need to do. You can draw your own. I'm not good enough that I'm comfortable trying to teach you that, because it's something I'm still learning myself. Don't be afraid to try. That's the only way we learn. Next time we get together, let's see, I think you need the same materials exactly. Yeah, you need a pencil. You need probably 2 pieces of drawing paper. You need a straight edge. Maybe an eraser. I don't know if I said that or not. Pencil, drawing paper, 2 pieces, straight edge, eraser. That should do it. We're going to practice some more, a different variation on this drawing of objects, and we'll learn something new along the way. So, until next time, oh yes, you can.